Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Duncan, and today we are going to be hopping back into legendary rank games, trying to finish off that road to Masters. I ended up tilting a ton off camera, but we ended up making it all the way back, so we are still 3 games away from Masters. Hopefully that's going to be able to get finished in today's video. But to give me some good luck, guys, please make sure you leave a like on this video and sub to the channel if you aren't already. But that's going to be it for today's intro, guys. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Game number 1, guys, we have got a Masters lobby on Heist Hot Potato, one of my favorite maps, maybe because it's a huge Rico map. Let me go ahead and indicate that that's what I want to do before we get into these bans here. But I love that Chuck is banned. I'll probably go ahead and ban Mo as well. Actually, maybe I'll leave Mo since I wouldn't mind playing him. Where's Gale? I'm gonna ban Gale. Mo gets banned anyway, it doesn't matter all that much. Rico does slip through the ban, so I will go ahead and lock it in. Not gonna think about it too much. Best brawler on the map, my favorite brawler. We're gonna rock with him. Gonna bounce my balls all over the place. Gonna get a ton of safe damage. Hopefully I'll have a good mix of offense and defense with the Rico. I think it's a great first pick on Hot Potato, especially since the mouse and the Chuck are gone. Like, 2 things that kind of do pretty well into a Rico. They do go with the Colt, so I guess maybe more of a wall breaker vibe. Cherries, brother. Come on. Dude, take Mortis, bro. Take Mortis, bro. Like, 2 crazy picks here. Hopefully he doesn't go with either of those. I'm not gonna get too worked up about it yet. I mean, Crow is pretty acceptable. Obviously, I do think there are some better options left on the board, but we will wait for Red 2 to get his pick in. It's going to be a Colette, so I don't think that we should go tank into this realistically. I mean, no reason to feed a Colette if we don't have to. I wouldn't mind a thrower. Crow, I mean, it's acceptable. I'm not mad about a Crow pick. Let me think. Last pick here, I don't think Crab is going to be the play. I think Spike would be fine. I do think that there probably has to be something better, though. I mean, like, Larry and Barley I'd be okay with. This guy doesn't have a whole lot. I'll let him go Spike if he's going to go Spike. I'm not going to complain about it. I was thinking Cordelius maybe too, but I think Spike is going to be better for safe damage, obviously. They hop on the Larry. Kind of a free thrower for them. I think that that gives them the comp diff over us a little bit. Not going to lie to you guys. Does kind of handicap the Colt as far as how many walls he can break. So hopefully I can still punish as far as that goes, but I mean, a little bit sus. Hey guys, so not exactly sure what happened here, but my microphone unfortunately does stop working at this point. For the rest of the video, you are not going to be able to hear any of the words coming out of my mouth. So with that being said, guys, I will try to go ahead and do a voiceover for the rest of the video. Obviously, it's not going to be my exact live reaction, but we are going to do what we can here. Anyway, guys, right now I am rocking with the Rico. I am just trying to do what I can, kind of staying in the mid, just making sure that nobody's sneaking up here. But obviously that is not going the best for me right now. The Larry is going to be able to pretty much punish me at will. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do to get him around the walls, even as a Rico. So gonna have to kind of do a little bit of ignoring him. I'm going back here for a little bit of smoke. Not going to be able to finish off that kill though, and I'm going to put myself in quite the predicament up here. So not playing the best on the Rico so far. My teammates are somewhat holding it down though. Like, we are pretty much tied as far as the safe percentages go. I'm going to get absolutely full clip there. You guys see, I cannot believe that just happened to me. But it's all good. It's all good. We're respawning here. Crow's getting clapped. I mean, the Larry's doing a lot of work as far as getting kills is concerned, but he's not getting a whole lot of damage. Obviously, that's not really his job. They got a Colette and a Colt for that. I'm probably spending too much time here back on the Larry. Obviously, he's like going to be shooting the safe, but he's not going to be able to do that much damage per shot. So I think that my best order of business here would have probably been to just ignore him and go up onto the safe. That is kind of what I'm going for now. And as you can see, he did not want any part of that. He's going to leave me. Or not, he's going to leave me. He's going to go chase me down. I guess that was just to charge his Lori, though. He's going to get that. I'm not wasting any time on that. I'm popping a gadget here. But at this point, our safe is looking pretty weak. Not going to lie to you guys. My Crow is hypercharged, though, so it's still anybody's game. He's going to come up and use it here. He got a little bit punished there, but we did bait a Colette super out, too, which would have ended the game if she used it on our safe. Not sure why she chose to do that. I get a super here, and I low-key waste it. I mean, I probably should have saved it there. I knew I was going to die there. I thought I'd be able to rip it real quick before that, but you know what? It is what it is. And now we are sitting at a very even game with both high safes very weak, and both teams have brawlers that are able to deal with that. So I'm going to run straight into that guy, pop my hypercharge. I'm trying to finish off the safe with every ounce of my being here. The Colt is going to finish me off, though, so very badly played by me at the end of this game here. But as you can see, they only have 2% left on their safe. We only have 30% left on our safe. But as I've said, they have a Colt, they have a Colette. Like, this is nowhere near over. Either of those two touch our safe, we are very much cooked here. But we are still holding it down. I'm just trying to play defense at this point. If I get a super, I'll try to rip it onto the safe. The Colette's coming over here with super, and I'm able to kill her right before she gets that off. But then I whiff my super onto the Colt, which is almost brutal. But it's okay. My team is able to play good enough defense. We are able to get away with the W. So shout out to my team for that. That was pretty awesome. Going into game number 2 here, guys, we are going to try and do pretty much the same thing, but I'm going to spend less time worrying about the Larry and more time worrying about the Colette, I think. I mean, the Colette is going to be my best matchup. She has the hardest time poking around walls, and I have the easiest time poking around walls, so we make quick work of her right there, and then I'm going to go straight up to the safe. Not going to be able to do a whole lot, though. The Colt comes back to help out with me, so I'm just going to be trying to stall in this corner for as much as I can. I mean, realistically, like, it doesn't seem like I'm doing a whole lot here, but me being up here is giving my team time to come up here. I should have shot the Colt here. I don't know why I was going for the safe only. If I would have killed the Colt, I would have had a lot more time to heal up and maybe get some more work done. But regardless, I feel like my time wasting techniques paid off pretty well. My team has a 40% lead onto the safe, so can't be mad about that under any circumstance, really. Colette's going to go into that lane where it's very easy to deal with her, so I'm not going to be wasting any time on that. Just get her out of the way, get back to getting some more safe damage. Maybe I could have helped out with the Colt a little bit more there. Not really too sure why this Colette went for so many defensive supers too. I feel like if I was Colette, I would probably want to save those for offense more. Here, I 100% should have tried to shoot the Colt. If I get a kill onto the Colt there, I would have time to heal up. I would have time to farm the Colette when she comes back. I don't really know why I thought getting like 2 full clips on the safe was going to be worth my life there, but I did, and it is what it is. I learned from my mistakes. Is what it is. Okay. Larry's coming down the left side. I'm just going to be able to deal with him there. I did not even see Colette there, but I will go ahead and try and deal with that. She gets a hypercharge super though, which is brutal for us. I'm able to clean her up, but the Colt is almost able to get me there. And at this point, it's pretty much GG's. I probably should have not done that, but I mean, I was pretty much out of options there. I don't got a whole lot of excuses to say for that. And we are pretty much cooked in this game, guys. Not gonna lie, we lose game number 2, so it is going into game number 3, tied 1-1. Hopefully we can get the dub here. Going into game number 3, I feel like I played a little bit better in game number 2 than I did in game number 1, but definitely still making too many mistakes. Not really choosing good times to play defense, not choosing good times to play offense, not picking my matchups as well. Obviously, staying away from the Larry was very good for me, but the Larry is still able to clap my teammates pretty hard, so... somebody's got to take the Larry burden off the team's chest. It might as well be me, it might as well be someone else. I don't really care too much. As you can see, I'm kind of full sending on offense here. The Colt does deal with me by breaking that wall, but I did still get a good amount of damage, wasted a good amount of time. My team is still in position more or less with the Crow there, and the Colt is going to be going into that 1x1 side lane. Not really too sure why anybody would go there if there's a Rico on the other team. I'm getting clipped a little bit, but like realistically, I was always going to win that matchup, and if I lose, then I suck at the game. So that's kind of my thought process there. I wouldn't recommend facing off 1v1 against the Rico in those trenches there. But I've got my super here. My team is holding it down more or less. Looking to line up something here, but the Colt is going to go ahead and break some walls. He wants to go back into the 1v1 lane. As I've said, I'll take that matchup 100 out of 100 times. My team is doing well. Onto the safe here. I'm going to go ahead and get a super there while I'm at it. The Colette's wasting a little bit too much time on defense. I guess she's just trying to get her super, so fair enough. But we don't want that to happen. We're going to wait for her to come back and try and finish off that kill there. Doesn't go the best for me, and at this point, I am a little bit scared. The Larry is up there on the right by himself. He's got his Lori too, and I've only got 1 set of balls left too, so not going to be able to make the most out of those gadgets here. Able to juke that Larry shot though, so I'm still up. Very nice, very nice. Crow is doing some work. Can't even be too mad about him, but at the same time, we are in a very even game, and I'm the only one playing defense right now. The Larry's going to be able to deal with me in due time. Like, there's only so many Larry shots that I can juke. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So, we are winning by like 10, 20%. Not looking the greatest for us, but at the same time, I'd rather be winning than losing. But they do have a Colette. They do have a Colt, as I've said time and time again. These guys are capable of doing a lot of damage, and I think I brick a million shots onto the Colt here. Very embarrassing stuff. Like, what am I actually doing? I need to hit those shots nice and early. And I'm going to brick the flip out of my hypercharge super too, dude. I was actually getting so mad in this game. But luckily, look at my teammates, bro. So inspirational, so dominant. They carry me in this game, and they get me through the finish line. So shout out to those guys. We ended up going 13-12 on the Rico, so not the best, not the worst. Definitely feel like I could have played a lot better in this game, but at the end of the day, if we walk away with a W, that's really all we can ask for. We get 101 elo for that, so definitely looking like we're 2 games away from hitting Masters. Hopefully, we're able to keep that energy going into game number 2. Game number 2 here, guys. The other team had the first pick on Shooting Star. They did go with a Piper. My teammate countered that with a Mr. P. And I was debating between Angelo, Gene, and Gus here. My teammate went ahead and suggested the Gus though, so you guys know me. I love me some Gus. Somebody tells me to go Gus. Very rare that I'm going to say no. Other team followed that up with a Tick, with an Angelo, and then my teammate went Daryl. So I guess he wanted me to go the Gus so I could give him those shields on the Daryl. Great synergy there. I love this combo personally. And going into game number 1, let's see if we can go ahead and exploit it here. So I am moving up into the middle. I would like my Mr. P in the middle though, not gonna lie to you guys. Angelo's looking pretty weak up here, and we are able to punish him nice and quickly there. So that's gonna be very good for us. and I've already got my Cookie Popper almost ready here. Trying to get it onto the Piper here, not going to be too rushed though. Angelo is once again weak, and I'm going to be able to capitalize with a Cookie Popper there. So not really too sure what this enemy Angelo thinks that he's cooking here. But my team is punishing him. My team is punishing the other team just in general. I've got both of the kills so far though, and here goes my Daryl. Wanted to give him a shield, but he was looking like he was probably going to be all the way out of there, so I'm going to hold on to it for now. He is all the way up there by himself though, so I'm going to rotate over, see if I can get him a shield. He was on like 2 HP. And I'm able to get him that shield. He's able to get out, so great teamwork with me and Daryl there. Absolutely love that synergy. One of my favorite combinations, especially in now's meta. But, you know, we're chilling here. I gotta back off. Don't want to get curved by this Piper, who actually was rocking knockbacks, but I don't think I knew that at this time. But anyway, I'm sitting on 4 stars, including the blue star, so my life is going to be valued the most on my team. My Daryl's going in there. He's keeping him back. He's keeping him honest. He gets a double kill. Bro is actually diabolical on the Daryl. He is cooking something menacing, and I'm just trying to support him the best way that I can. But, I mean, at this point, we are up by 9 stars. The other team has shown no signs of life, more or less. I'm going to be trying to get my next Cookie Popper onto somebody, but at this point, as long as there's not a disaster where me and Daryl both die at the same time, we should have this game in the bag. My Mr. P does go down, though, so that puts a little bit more stress on us. My Daryl is going to end up going in. Piper knocks him back. I get another Cookie Popper kill onto the Angelo. I throw the shield to Daryl. Probably should have waited a little bit longer, honestly. I did not need to rush that as much as I did. Angelo's coming up with the hypercharge, though. They're making their last-ditch effort. My P dies again, but, you know, it's all good. We're not going to take it too harsh. The tick head luckily goes for the borders. At this point, just me and Daryl both need... we can't both die. One of us dies and the other one survives. We're okay. And the Daryl did actually die, but luckily I am going to survive pretty unscathed in the back, so we're going to walk away with game number 1 with a pretty convincing W. Game number 2, we are going to be looking to do pretty much exactly the same thing, hopefully with a little bit less death from Mr. P, not going to lie, but me and Daryl were cooking, and we would like to keep that teamwork, that combo going, so I'm going to be back on the left against the Piper. They are going to be able to get me pretty weak. I think that was the Angela that hit a shot there, so I don't want to rush anything here. I would love to get an angle here, but the Piper does have the angle on me, so not going to be worth my life. I'm just going to be trying to cycle towards my Cookie Popper so I can get that little 1-2 tap. You see the eye roll there. Not happy to be getting hit by the Piper, but we are making our progress up here. I get 1 shot, I get 2 shots. Didn't even need the Cookie Popper. Able to punish the Piper without it. And I'm going to leave that Popper there. No reason to pop it yet. No reason to go up and eat it. I mean, I'm on full health. Trying to keep the Angelo away from me, though. If the Angelo does walk over that Cookie Popper, I'd be more than happy to pop it. But it's all good. I got a shield now ready. That's going to go to my Daryl. He tanks the tick head, luckily. And he's going to be able to, I think, get a double kill. Never mind, never mind. The Piper was able to clean that up with the knockback. But regardless, I mean, he's doing his job. He's applying pressure. He's doing what he can. Angelo's going to have his super down there. And my Daryl's just going to be trying to wiggle his way up there. At this point, I'm just, like, trying to, like, apply some type of pressure to the opposing team. And also, hopefully, work towards my next shield so I can get the Daryl that shield. He goes in, he gets a kill, he dies. He might have got 2 kills and died. Yeah, he got 2 kills and died. So good trade from him. Positive elixir trade, as they like to say in the Clash Royale days. I kind of waste my Cookie Poppers there, but I mean, at this point, we are still cooking them. Definitely not as dominant as last game, but we're up by 4 stars. My Daryl's trolling a little bit. He's going to get that shield, and he's going to go ahead and roll in there. And then just look at the work we're able to do with this combo, man. They are so weak in the back. I'm going to be helping out with the pinches here, and we are going to kill all 3 of them. So at this point, we just need 1 more kill to end the game. I'm on 6 stars on the Gus. One of my better Gus games in a while, guys. I'm telling you, I don't lose on the Gus. Actually ridiculous. I don't know why I don't run this brawler significantly more often, but you know what? We don't want to force it, man. We'll keep our undefeated Gus win rate going, but that's going to be a 7-star Gus game. Easy 2-0 sweep. 8-0 on the Gus, man. We had a great comp. I had some great gameplay. Overall, very happy with my performance here, though. And with that, we are going to get 71 elo. So moving up, we are within 100 elo of finally hitting Masters. So game number 3 should definitely be our Masters game as long as we can get over 80 elo. But let's get into that game and see. Game number 3, guys, we had Brawl Ball center stage. The other team had the first pick. They go with the Sandy, and then my teammate, against my judgment, I told him to go Surge or Gale, and he decided, you know what? It is time to go El Primo. So he went Primo. I took the Gale off the board to make sure he didn't get countered too hard. And then they are going to end up going with the Colette. They are also going to grab a Spike to go along with their comp. And then I suggested that my teammate takes Crow, and he does comply. So we are going to end up with a Primo Gale Crow into a Spike Colette Sandy. Definitely did not like my comp all that much, mostly just because we had a Primo, but let's see if we can make it work anyway. Here we go, guys. They are also all playing in a team, I would assume, considering that they all had the totem emblem. I would assume that they are all playing together, and my team clearly is not playing together. We have a Primo. Yeah, whatever. Is what it is, though. Obviously, my Primo's gonna have a very tough time getting started in this game. He's doing what he can, but at the same time, what's he really supposed to do before he gets a super? I'm just trying to hold down my lane, make sure the Colette doesn't have a free lane, but would you look at that? The Colette apparently did have a free lane. I am a free lane, whatever. My team fumbles very hard, we go down very quickly, and just like that, the other team gets a nice and quick goal. So we're going to be down 1-0. We absolutely hate to see that, and I mean, I'm just going to be trying to hold down my lane once again here. Obviously, we are going to be a little bit better off now that Primo is ideally closer to a super, but Bro still does not have that yet. I did see that he is able to pick that up as he dies, but at the same time, like, we're in a horrible position here. We are looking like we're probably going to get scored on, but my super comes through just in time. Not even able to kill the Colette, but we were able to stall the Colette for long enough that it didn't matter that much. Primo uses a super, not to the fullest effect in my opinion. My Crow has a super to come back though, and we are just going to be trying to not get scored on mostly here. That's going to be the main goal of this game. We are in a very defensive posture here, and obviously like having a Gale and a Primo, not the easier brawlers to score on, especially once I am able to get my super. But nobody's feeding me here. The Spike is kind of doing his own little thing in the corner. I'm able to clear that ball right before things were about to get messy. Primo is going to come back. He's going to throw the Colette. He's going to do a whole bunch of nonsense. And the Spike is going to have a free walk into the goal. And I'm somehow able to catch that. No idea how I stopped that goal from going in. But I managed to do it. So very happy about that. Regardless, I'm going to waste my super there. Kind of panicking at this point. We are looking like we are very hard comp diffed. And I'm just trying to do what I can to keep my team in the game. But, as I've said, it's not going very well. I'm pretty trapped back here. The Crow is going to respawn with the Hypercharge, though. That's going to do a whole lot of work. And then Primo also has his Hypercharge ready, and you guys are not going to believe what happens here. My team is going up, looking like we might have a goal. And what happens? What happens? My phone died. That's right, guys. I was not charging my phone. My phone was at apparently less than 10% when I started this game, and it literally died. So, at this point, I am very much scrambling, trying to get my charging cord together, yelling about how unfair this is, but I'll go ahead and skip to when the game is back. Alright, so we are back, guys. We did end up losing game number 1. I didn't even know that for a fact, but I kind of just assumed that we had lost it. So this is game number 2. We are down 1-0, and this is obviously going to be a must-win situation here. My teammates are mad at me, which is fair enough, because obviously I was not in the game. Hopefully my bot was able to hold it down decently well, but I mean, assuming that we lost, or considering we lost, probably not the greatest. Spike's rocking the fertilizer. He's going to be trying to farm me out here, but obviously we are back on a defensive position once again. My team has had pretty much no motion this entire set from what I've been able to tell. Not really able to get any type of offensive scoring cooking at all. We have just been stuck on defense, but I mean, I am a Gale, so not one of the worst brawlers to be defending with. I kind of folded my super there, wasn't able to stun the Crow, but I am able to get the rock out before the Spike punishes me. I think I'm still going to die here. Yeah, I got cheesed through the wall there. No idea how that hit me. But I mean, regardless, the ball is not in our goal, so the defensive positioning has been working out decently well. My team is able to kind of do a little bit of something there. The Colette kind of wastes her Hypercharge, and my Crow has his now, so hoping that we can finally start to turn the tables, get a little bit of offense cooking. I'm going to be like the tiniest little tickle away from my super, so I'm really just trying to force a little bit of a hit here so I can get my super, get us out of this position. I think I get it here. My Crow goes in with the Hypercharge off respawn though, and Bro is freaking out of there, bro. I have no idea how he got away with that. My boy Potato B7 hit a diabolical lick out of the spawn, so shout out to Bro for that. I mean, we were probably not going to score through normal means there, so I guess we'll take that. A little bit of a crazy game so far though. I mean, we are up with only 45 seconds left. I'm going to do a preemptive stun on the Spike there. Figured Bro is moving up there. And just like that, my teammates are able to get pretty much a squad wipe. And if we have an open goal here, I'm not going to force it though. I think I fold here by kind of passing it up. Yeah, I don't know why I passed that up there. Not really a whole lot I could have done with it, but I hate giving them the rock like that when that's really the only win condition that they have is if I give them the rock like that. I get a tornado up here though. They're not going to be able to move up the right side. I get super hard trapped in the Spike super. And I'm just trying to get my super back, trying to get my Hypercharge back. And I folded it. I folded it really bad. This is not some of my best gameplay. I was pretty shook after the whole phone dying situation. But regardless, there's 10 seconds left. I'm going to use my Hypercharge here. And I am actually going to finally use my Hypercharge super. But regardless, there's not enough time for them to get away with this. We are going to take game number 2 and tie up the series. Going into game number 3, this is obviously a must-win game. If we win, we're likely going to hit Masters. And if we lose, then the tilt session might begin. Especially with how my mental was at this point. Having my phone die in the middle of the game is like literally the most thrown off you can be from your default gameplay. So I'm trying to recompose myself here, trying to hold down the lane. I let Primo sneak up pretty hard because, I mean, me being able to keep vision on the lane means that the Primo is going to be able to move up a little bit, but we end up getting a squad wipe there. And just like that, Potato B7 slatting it back into the goal. We have a 1-goal lead here, just need one more goal, and we are likely going to be hitting Masters. So very excited right now, trying to keep the Colette away to the best of my abilities. She's going to do a super on all of us pretty much. She's doing a whole lot of work here. But my Primo's got super. I've got super. I'm holding it down in the back. And at this point, I think it's just me and the Crow here. The Spike was able to stop our Primo. So I'm just going to kind of reset here. We are obviously winning, so no need to rush anything. I'll just go ahead and stun the Colette, try to start cycling towards my next super. Obviously, I'm looking to get a Hypercharge. Gale has, in my opinion, the most broken Hypercharge in the game. So if I'm able to get one, then we're in good shape. If I'm able to get two, then we should probably be winning the game. But I haven't been doing the best as far as Hypercharge cycling has been going in the set, so we're working on it, we're working on it. I'm still not the best Gale player. I completely get caught lacking by the Spike there. No idea bro was there, but he is going to catch me, he is going to punish me, and I'm going to be dead. Look at how mad Primo is at me. I'm sorry, bro. I'm trying my hardest, bro. I promise. All good, though. We're going to keep holding it down. I'm going to use that super there. Able to kill the Colette. Wasn't sure if I had enough damage for that, but luckily I did. We killed the Sandy as well. So at this point, we are just trying to stall for time, basically. I'm going to go push up onto the Spike, just trying to push them back. As long as they're playing defense, they are not going to be scoring a goal. And that's pretty much my thought process here. If we can keep them on a defensive posture, we are fine. We are up here in a 2v1, and the Primo is going to get the gadget play. He's going to score the goal. So we are going to win that set. Reverse sweep after my freaking phone died, dude. I cannot believe that we were able to pull out that W. I thought we were for sure cursed. I thought Supercell was not going to let us hit Masters just like that. So we are going to be pressing that proceed button, trying to see if we have enough elo to hit Masters. Look at me focus in. I am so locked in. I'm so excited to see this next screen. Here we go. We don't get it. Isn't that crazy, guys? Isn't that absolutely diabolical? We are at 89.97. We get 80 elo. We needed 83 to hit Masters. Look at the disappointment. Look at the grief on my face, bro. I cannot believe it. But either way, we did still get a win, so definitely trending up in the positive direction. We are going to hop into a bonus game, trying to see if we can finish off that road to Masters right here, guys. So sit tight. Let's get into game number 4. Game number 4, guys. We've got Knockout Gold Arm Gulch. The other team, my team went with the Byron first pick. Other team went with a Meg and a RT. My teammate goes Colt, which I obviously hate. So I was looking at the Mandy. I was looking at the Gus. My teammate wanted me to go Gray, but I'm going to go with my better judgment. Go on the brawler that I've already got a W with in this video. A brawler I'm very confident on. His name is Gus, of course. So the other team is going to take a Bell with the last pick. We're going to be fixing up our build here, but I definitely like our comp a little bit better. Let's get into the game and see how it plays out, though. The other team definitely has us beat in terms of HP, but I think that me on the Gus and if my Colt's able to hold it together, we should have a pretty decent comp. Overall, I mean, the Colt, if he's able to clip the RT, if he's able to clip the Meg, then he'll be able to get a decent amount of value. But here we are, guys. The other team is kind of splitting up their lanes. We are going all on the left side of the map. So I'm just trying to hold it up here, not trying to get punished too hard, but the Byron's got me with some juicy heals. My Colt's trying to hold it down against the RT. RT pops the gadget a little bit early, in my opinion. We're still trying to hold it down here, though. My next shot is a cookie popper, and I know that, so I'm trying to get a hit on the Bell if possible, I think. It looks like I'm aiming at the RT right now, but the Colt gets a good wall break. I've got a cookie popper, not going to waste it onto the Meg, really. I don't know. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with my shield here. I will pop the cookie onto the freaking Bell, though, and that in combination with the Byron shot is going to get us our first kill of the set. So very nice. A little bit lucky there as far as the combo plays go, but look at that shield, guys. My Byron was cooked. I'm able to hit him with the shield at the very, very last second, and that's going to give us round number 1, basically. My boy was about to go on a suicide mission. We had to keep him from doing that to himself. We walked him off the ledge. It was very beautiful, and we are now up 1 round to 0. So we are hoping to finish off this game nice and simply. Other team did not really give us a whole lot in game number 1, so we're trying not to get too cocky here, trying to keep our heads on our shoulders. I'm tapping up the RT nice and easily, though, and I do have another cookie popper. RT goes down, and at this point, it's a 2v3, looking very, very winnable for us. 3v1 now at this point, walking up onto the Meg. We're pretty much just going to walk her down at this point. Nothing she can do about it. Game number 1 goes to the good guys. We are going to get a lead on this Masters set. Look at how excited I am, guys. Let's hop into the next round, though. Round number 2, guys, we just got to focus up, do it exactly as we did in game number 1, and we should be perfectly fine. But, of course, nothing is as easy as it seems, so I'm going to be trying to focus in as hard as physically possible. And my team is going to be hoping to do the same. We are walking up here. They split up their lanes again. The Bell gets a couple of nice bounces going in between me and my teammates here, which you never really like to see too much. And my Colt gets caught out by the Meg. Don't know how he was lacking that hard. He gets in range, though. I get in range of the Bell. I die. My teammate dies. We are pretty much chopped for round number 1. My Byron goes down in his own spawn. So it is going to be going into round number 2 here. We've got to win both of these rounds if we want to sweep them here, but it is not looking the best for us. Hopefully we can just do a little bit more of what we did in game number 1. Not get caught out by the Meg, not get caught out by the Bell. My Byron, at this point, guys, I do not think he's playing the game. I do not think he's playing the game. Upon second watch, I can confirm he's not playing the game. I mean, bro is literally just standing there, and what do? I still kill the Bell, because I'm really like that, bro. I'm actually so different, and my team is able to kill the RT as well, and the Meg is looking very weak back there. So we are just going to fully send it onto her. Just going to try and wrap this round up nice and easily. And then the winner of this round, I mean, if we win this game, it's going to be completely over and I hit Masters. If we lose this round, then it's going to be going to game number 3 and it's going to be very sweaty. So we are trying to focus in as hard as we can here. I'm going to be back on the left. I liked my matchup on the Belle on the left, but it looks like it's going to be the Meg instead, and she immediately claps my Byron. Like, immediately. Not even close. I was going to give a shield to my Colt. He was too far out of range, and now I'm stuck in a 3v1. Round number 2 is looking like it is a definite loss. I get clapped up by RT's butt, and that is going to be tying up the series at 1-1. So the winner of this next game will determine my mood for the rest of the weekend, guys. Are we going to win? Are we going to lose? Let's find out. Round number 3, all the marbles are on the table. The wager could not be higher, and I am very nervous. My hands are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, whatever the flip of bro said. I don't even like him. Okay, hold on. Let's focus in. I am going to be going back up to left. My Byron has not moved. My Byron is in the spawn, and he has not moved. Here he goes. He's starting to move a little bit now, showing some signs of life. Me and Belle are going to do a little bit of a face check off. I don't know what the game plan was there. I knew Belle was there. I thought I'd be able to blast her down, but her shield is going to help her survive that. But I don't know how I got away with that either way. I figured one of us would die there. It was not me, luckily. My Byron, of course, is dead already, though, so we are stuck in a 2v3. And I'm going to be trying to deal with the Belle here, but it's not looking too great for us. I get a cookie popper onto the RT, I use my shield, and it is more or less a waste. I was very close, like 300 HP away from killing the RT, but my effort was fruitless. We are probably cooked in round number 1. So at this point, guys, we need to win 2 rounds in a row, otherwise the dream is over. And I will not be hitting Masters in today's video. I'm throwing up a clown. I'm very mad at the Byron at this point. Like, bro is barely playing the game. He's been, like, standing in spawn for 10 seconds to start every single round. But it's all good. It's all good. I never let it get to my head. I would never get mad at my teammates. So we are focusing here. I've got a cookie popper. I'm going to use it onto the Meg to get her out of her mech. And I've got my shield ready as well. I didn't even notice, actually, how the Belle died, but the Belle did die. So we are in a 2v3. This should definitely be a winnable situation. My Colt is pretty weak. Kind of wish bro would just heal up here. But I'm going to be trying to track down the Meg without feeding her mech. But we're going to get a pinch on the RT there. It is a 3v1, so round 2 is more or less going to be won by us. My Byron still finds a way to die somehow, but it does not matter that much. For whatever reason, the Meg does not want to get back in her mech here, so I'm going to be able to finish her off. Don't know what her game plan was there. Don't know what she was saving it for. But here we go, guys. 1 round to 1 round, 1 game to 1 game. The winner of this is the winner of everything. So we've got to focus in extremely hard here. They're pushing up on the left side pretty heavy. My Byron is at least playing the game, though, so we've got a 3v3, a legitimate matchup. Hopefully we'll be able to come out on top. I'm going to take the left lane away from my Byron because I don't trust him. I'm going to be trying to get a kill onto the Belle, but it's not going to work out too well. I'm pretty much stuck on the left by myself. My teammates are rotating to the right. And at this point, I'm feeling pretty down about myself, man. Like, I'm fully back in the spawn. Gas is about to start coming in soon. But my teammates are all still up, and that's really all I can ask for at this point. I'm going to make my move back to the left now that I feel a little bit safer here. I think the other team, yeah, all 3 of them moved to the right to try and trap my teammates there, which I don't think was a great decision because now what they let me do is get away and get onto the left side. Also, my teammates clapped the RT, and that's so massive. But at this point, we just got them fully pinched out. Just the Meg left. I'm going to get a shield to my Byron to secure this 2v1, make sure he doesn't die on me one more time. And just like that, we get a cookie popper, and she is going to die to the smoke, to the barbed ammo. Who cares? But we hit it, guys. Look at the dance, bro. We're hitting that mofo. Oh, my goodness gracious. We were so excited, guys. Look at that. 7-4 on the Colt. Shout out to bro. 3-3 on the Gus, but we are 2-0 on this video with the Gus. Maybe I'm a Gus main now at this point. Sorry, Mandy. Gus has taken over. But that was a pretty awesome game, guys. We were able to get 4 wins in a row, which is extremely rare for me on this channel. But let's go ahead and press that proceed button, see if we can finally hit Masters. We're only 3 elo away, so I would hope so. But look at that screen. Look at that screen. Look at the euphoria. Look at the joy. I've never been more happy in my life. This was a ridiculously hard season, guys, and it was very satisfying to finally hit Masters. Alright, guys, that's it for today's video. So sorry once again about the audio issues there. Hopefully the voiceovers weren't too annoying to listen to. I know it's not the same thing as me commentating live, but we are making do with what we have here. Super unfortunate timing that the Masters video is the one that decides to have technical issues, but you know what, guys? It is what it is. Thank you so much for sticking with me throughout this whole season. If you had fun this season, guys, please make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Also, share the video with any friends who might enjoy this type of content. I apologize for the audio issues, guys, but I did manage to figure it out. So next video, we will be back to normal with Masters content. Stay tuned for that, guys, but until then, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.